So most of us have this idea about what masculinity looks like. These masculine ideals come from all sorts of places: movies, TV, books, and of course, social media. We have tons of influencers now putting out idealised body images without necessarily showing the hard work that goes in behind the scenes. This can create really unrealistic expectations that some men feel that they can't meet without engaging in negative behaviours.
We're pleased to continue our work in the health space with our Disordered Eating and Eating Disorder Awareness project, using our strong community links and the power of the Brentford badge to raise awareness of the topic, encourage conversations and facilitate access to support.
How did you find out you had an eating disorder, and how did it make you feel?
Around lockdown, essentially binging on a lot of food and then purging it up as well. And it got to the point where I started to bleed from my esophagus. So at that point I spoke to my GP. I wasn't really expecting it to be the diagnosis I got. It was quite shocking for me personally because I didn't think I fit the criteria, and that's based on things like looks, appearance, and a lot of those ideas of like what should an eating disorder look like come from what we see in social media even.
And what advice would you give to someone who thinks they may have an eating disorder?
I think the best advice would be to talk to someone. I would say talk to someone you feel like you can trust and be vulnerable with. It's not an easy thing to open up about, and if you're able to seek treatment as soon as possible, I think it's always better to receive treatment earlier rather than later.
I think you're doing great opening up and speaking about it and sort of setting that example that, you know, opening up is the best thing, and I guess being a bit vulnerable, sharing your experience is brilliant.
We know eating disorders don't discriminate, and they can affect people from all genders, age and ethnic background. And 1 in 4 people who have eating disorders are male. We see a pattern that is quite concerning. We notice men are much more likely to experience a more severe set of symptoms.
We need to make sure that the support services out there cater for men as men, so that they are accessible and appealing and give them empathic and effective support.
If you or someone you know has been affected by the themes of this video, please know that you're not alone. Click the link in the bio to find out more about the support that's out there for all of us.